Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to give you 4 reasons why the C8 Z06 Corvette could be delayed yet again. Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. I want to thank you for pressing that play button today and joining me. Even though this isn't news that any of us really want to hear, it's still news that I think each and every one of you should know about. So real quick before we get started, the Thumbs Up Squad is amazing and they always smash that thumbs up button right when they click on the video, which really helps with the YouTube algorithms and it shows YouTube that you are enjoying the content. If you're new to the channel and you don't want to press that thumbs up button until you've seen the video and you like it, that's fine, just press it at that time. Also, if you're new to the channel and you don't want to miss a single one of these videos, make sure to smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. All right, let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I am back here on CorvetteBlogger.com, and like I said in the title, there are 4 reasons why the Z06 could be delayed again, and that is because of the demands from the UAW and the plant employees. So as you can see here, it says to avoid a strike, the UAW at Corvette Assembly Plant has 4 demands for management. And this article has gotten a lot of views on it so far. It just came out a couple of days ago. And so I wanted to go over this with you. And so let's go ahead and scroll down. I'm not going to read all of this article. As you know, I always put these articles in the description below. So you will be able to go there, click on the link, and read this whole thing. But basically, the first part that I want to show you is that back in 2019, when they had the strike, it says here that they actually failed to resolve some of the local issues for workers at the Bowling Green facility. And that impasse recently resulted in the workers overwhelmingly approving a strike authorization. So this is something that I went over in my last video talking about the strike, and I'll link that video in the description and up top as well. But basically, I wanted to show you guys what the 4 stipulations were that the workers are wanting GM to agree with and actually make happen before they are willing to say we are not going to strike. And then I'll talk about some other stuff after that and we'll wrap the video up. So first thing it says here is the 4 outstanding issues that the local 2164 UAW shop wants to settle include, and this says to commit to using UAW members for contracted jobs such as 3D printing, maintenance work, and striping of cars, all currently done by outside companies. So I totally get this. I don't know where these companies are that are doing these jobs for GM, but I totally get it. I agree. I think we should keep everything in America, and why not give it to those employees? Those employees are probably, some of them are probably looking for more work. These are skilled jobs and they probably have the skills to do this or could learn the skill. So why not go ahead and give it to them? Now the number 2 is to commit to build future Corvettes, including a possible electric version at the Bowling Green assembly plant. Now this one I don't understand why they're asking for this, because it seems like they're always going to build Corvettes at the assembly plant, but this could give us a hint into maybe GM talking possibly about moving where they build the electric version of the Corvette, and maybe they've already started building the hybrid version somewhere else. So this is curious. If you know anything about this, if you work for GM and you know something about this that you could leave in the comments down below, please do so. Or if it's too much of a secret and you want to shoot it over to my email, shoot it over to bos2020c8@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know about that. Now, number 3, they want GM to commit to using local and then all their employees in the Performance Build Center. I'm not sure exactly why they wouldn't be used in there, so we'll talk about that here in a second. But the department in the plant where GM makes performance motors for the Z06, the Cadillac Blackwing series for the CT4, and CT5 sports sedans, and performance Camaro muscle cars. So I'm really not sure why some of that 2,164 skilled trade workers aren't being used in those departments. Maybe they're a separate set of employees that they use for that, but some of these employees are obviously wanting to move up into those positions, and apparently right now they don't have a chance to. So they're asking GM to go ahead and start using them for those positions. Again, if you know about this, you can explain what I don't understand, please leave it in the comments or email me. And last but not least, it says to commit to a higher pay rate for certain job classifications in the plant that require additional knowledge and skill to perform. So it doesn't sound like every employee is wanting a pay raise, which is, a really good thing to hear, because a lot of people out there, right when they hear a strike is about to happen, they automatically assume that the reason for this strike is obviously a money situation. And this right here doesn't seem to me like it is all about money. It seems like there's certain people that work there that have a higher skill than others that are being paid about the same as the people with less skills, just wanting a higher pay because they know more, they know how to do more, and that all makes sense. But again, I don't know everything that's going on there, so who knows? But again, let me know in the comments down below if you know more about this and you can clarify all the unknowns that I've just spoken of. So let's move on. I'm going to read this last part. It says, when you fit the quarter panels, roof, and the doors on, it's a Corvette, and it definitely has to meet certain standards so that we keep our customers happy, Watson said. Ensuring we're making a quality product is absolutely high on our priority list. But to get that all right, it takes special skill. We absolutely do not want to strike, Watson said. However, when management continues to be very reluctantly or satisfactorily to settle these issues, then they're going to remain on the bargaining table. Negotiations at the bargaining table resumed last week. Should GM and the UAW local 2,164 employees come to an agreement for a local contract, it will only be in force through September 2023 when it would expire. So even this would be a short-term contract. It might sound long-term, but it's about a year and maybe 8 months. In the meantime, Watson says he and Ferret are hoping to compromise on both sides. He says, we want to see success for the company we work for, but for our workforce, we want to have continued success and jobs at the plant and job security too. So there are a number of issues here, obviously. Number one, it sounds like job security is the most important to them. And then, of course, jobs at the plant that some of the workers want to do that they're not able to do now. And then last but not least, it just sounds like some of the workers are wanting a higher pay. Not all, but some. And it sounds to me like they do not want to strike. And I read somewhere else, it might be in the very beginning of this article, that they actually can't strike yet. They've got to, let me see if I can find it here real quick. Okay, so right here it says, that strike authorization vote doesn't mean that the workers will be walking off their post at the factory anytime soon. A recent article in the Detroit Free Press shared quotes from UAW leadership in Bowling Green, including UAW Local 2164 President Brian Ferret, who reiterated their position that workers could strike if they can't get an acceptable deal done. However, they would still need approval from the UAW Region 8 as well as the UAW International before any walkout occurs. So they can't walk out yet. They still have to get more authorization before they can walk out and start striking. So nothing has happened yet. I do have some little birdies chirping saying that they are almost 100% positive that we are going to have a strike. So this is a huge potential to delay the C8 Z06. Yes, the 2023 C8 Stingray will also be delayed. So how much longer are we going to have to wait to see the Z06? Because this thing was supposed to come out last year. Usually the way that GM works is they put out the Stingray and then a year later you can buy a Z06. But as you know, it's been 2 years, and it could be 2 years, almost 3 years by the time we get this, if there is a strike. Like I said in my last video, the last strike in 2019 caused a 2-month delay with the Stingray. If we have the same length strike, which was 45 days, we could see another 2-month delay or longer, and we could have a longer strike than 45 days. So that's really gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that there isn't a strike, but if there is, there just is. That's just how things go. But let's hope they can resolve things and get back to work with no issues at all. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't joined the wonderful Brink of Speed community, please consider doing so by smashing that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys out on the road.
Thank you.